Welcome to Art Ed Radio, the podcast for art teachers. This show is produced by the Art of Education University, and I'm your host, Tim Bokatz. We have been planning and preparing for the Winter Now conference for a long while now, and this week is finally conference week. You know, I'm equal parts exhausted from preparing everything and excited as we wait for everything to actually happen. And as we always say about the Now conference, it's going to be just a spectacular day of professional learning and maybe more importantly, of spending some time with your favorite art teacher community. So if you have not signed up for the conference and you still want to do that, please do so quickly. Friday, the 4th is the final day to register, and you can register at the AOEU website. Everything you need to know is there. You can find all the information you need, and our customer engagement team is spectacular, and they can help you with any questions that you have. And I think also, as I look forward to the Now conference, I'm hoping that Saturday can be a little bit of an escape for you. You know, I don't need to tell you it's been a really, really tough year and a half. And I hope that sometime on Saturday, spending some time doing some art making, some time connecting with people, and just kind of take a break from everything else and think about art, think about teaching, think about the things you love, and just spend some time doing the things you love. So today, though, my favorite Now conference co-host, Amanda Heyn, is here to talk to me about the pre-conference that we're going to put on Friday, the conference on Saturday, and just everything that's going to happen and how you can kind of maximize the time that you're spending with other teachers, maximize the learning that can come from this conference, and how you can find things to use as we figure out honestly, just how we're going to get through the rest of this year. So let me go ahead and bring her on, and we'll have a great conversation here about this week's Now conference. Amanda Heyn, welcome back to the show. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine, but I'm also scared because I just put something on the internet and I feel like I need to talk about it.
Okay, so before we podcast, we're going to do like a quick therapy session.
Yeah, is that okay?
Because you're going to bad places on the internet?
Well, like, I feel like
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I feel like that's how every conversation starts these days, right? It's like, how are you? And everyone's like, do you really want to know? How well do I know you? Are you really asking? But like, we know each other well, so I feel like you're really asking and I'm really not okay. Because
of what you thought. Okay, I'm intrigued. What is this?
Okay, so I was scrolling on Instagram as I like to do, and you know how you don't know because you're not on Instagram, but you can go in this place where it's just like they show you what they think you want to see.
Okay.
And I don't know how this happened because I hate birds so much, but Instagram thought I wanted to see this account called Exclusive Bird. Exclusive. Okay. I was like, I don't want to see this, but I'm intrigued. So the video it originally showed me was owl, which you know I think are scary. Just everybody look up owl legs. Like owls have really muscular legs under their feathers, which I didn't know. Okay, so I was like,
okay, can I just say that like owls are objectively cool, like they are just
I agree.
Cool birds. But then you made me look up owl legs, and I lost a lot of respect for them. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page. So then I went to this account that was showing me an owl. I was intrigued by the owl, but then I saw this bird and I was like, there's no way this bird is real. Like this has to be CGI. It's called a shoebill.
A shoe bill.
And
Okay, can I look this up right now?
yes, please look it up. I can also send you all the scariest pictures I found because I have Googled.
Oh my God.
We have been lied to. Like, our teachers in school told us dinosaurs were extinct as a fact. But that is not true. Like, this bird is a dinosaur. I have been gathering evidence for like the last hour. I have Googled no less than 4 times, is a shoe bill a real bird? Because I feel like, okay, do you also know there's this conspiracy theory that birds are not real?
Yes, I've seen that recently.
Okay, this is like this funny internet conspiracy that birds are not real, which I thought was ridiculous when I heard it, but now I'm not so sure because the shoe bill.
You've been looking at the shoe bill?
Yes, and I'm not kidding. Wikipedia says that its name is B. rex. It's not a dinosaur name.
Now, let me interrupt you. I feel like I need to describe it for everybody who's unfortunately still listening to this. Like, the best explanation I can come up with here is like if a stork were actually a serial killer.
Yes.
Like, it looks like a freaking dinosaur. It is incredible. Okay.
Yeah. It has like an 8 to 10 foot wingspan. It's also the size of a dinosaur. Like, it's the size of a human person. I don't know. It also, another visual is if you have the Magic School Bus series and you know what a Maiasaura dinosaur is, it looks like that, but a bird. It has like a murderous duck bill. Is what it has. Very good
explanation. All right. I'm sorry you're so bothered by this because I am fascinated by it. And as soon as we're done recording, I have a lot more to look up.
I mean, I just feel like now my whole life has been turned upside down. Like, what is even real?
Dinosaurs are back in the form of a shoe bill.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And whoever wants to pause the podcast and go look up a shoe bill before we actually.
Yeah, it's spelled literally like shoe bill. SHOEBILL.
It's worth your time. Check it out. It's worth your time.
It's also known as a whalehead, a whale-headed stork, or a shoe-billed stork. And its Latin name is, I shouldn't have started this, Balaniceps rex.
Hey, anything that ends with Rex lends a lot of credence to your dinosaur theory. Right. So,
also, if you want to be freaked out even more, you can follow exclusive_bird on Instagram, but I do not recommend it.
Okay, fair. Can I redirect our conversation now?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm a little worried that we just wasted the first 5 minutes of the podcast, but I feel like
what I'm here for.
It's par for the course for you and I whenever we get together and do this. So that's all right. I am equal parts stressed and excited, as I always am when Now Conference is coming close. But we have a lot of really cool stuff put together, and I think it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to all of it, and I'm always nervous about everything coming together, but it always does. So I can't worry too much about it. So first off, we should continue the therapy session, I suppose. I'm a little bummed out because we had some very exciting plans for doing new things with the conference, and COVID kind of put a damper on those things. So case counts are going a little bit crazy. I have family that does not need to catch COVID. And so I'm not getting on a plane right now is the short answer to it. So we are headed back to the beautiful metropolis of Osage, Iowa, where AOU headquarters are located. So, Amanda, can I get your feelings on heading back to Osage for the conference?
Yeah. I mean, I really was excited to go somewhere new and bring you all along. I had big Instagram plans and, a lot of fun stuff planned, but we're just pivoting as we've learned to do and had a lot of practice doing these last
over the
2
past
years.
2 years. Yep.
I did think we were done with Apocalypse Burritos, which is when Tim brings 6 Chipotle burritos to Osage, and that's all we eat. But you know what? Burritos are great, and we can do it one more time. And I'm excited. Like, we're still going to have fun in Osage. I've decided we're going to treat it like a big city, and we're going to take you, hopefully, if travel plans go according to plan, because we're also both driving through the Midwest in the middle of winter. But if we go there and if we make it, I want to take you around to some of the hidden gems we've found after hosting, 6 or 7 conferences there, or well, you've hosted many, many more. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun and it's going to be fine. And we still have all of our amazing presenters. So that's really exciting to me.
Good. Do I have to come along on the Instagram adventures?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. All right. I feel like twice a year, like along with the conference, I have to make appearances on Instagram. And
yep.
That's fine. It'll be enjoyable. And yeah, like you said, we'll make the best of it. We can have some cool things happening in Osage.
Yes.
So it'll be fun to let everybody kind of see what AOU headquarters is like, what the town around it is like. So that should be fun. Let's talk actual content, actual presenters though.
Yes.
I guess big question here is, like what are we trying to accomplish with this conference? Like, what do we want people to take away from it?
Yeah. So, I mean, as with every conference, it's called the Now Conference for a reason. We want to bring you the best in what's happening in our ed right now. But my personal favorite aspect of the conference is just the sense of community that's created between all of the attendees. And I feel like I feel like we keep saying like this year it's more important than ever, but I just keep getting ratcheted up. And I feel like this year is the most important year. Like, teaching is harder than it's ever been.
I know. Well, yeah, I think just hearing from everybody, like we thought last year was going to be the toughest teaching year of our career. And somehow this is like infinitely worse this year. And I don't know how that happened, but it is. And just, both of the past years have been incredibly difficult. And so, I would just say like, we're trying to be conscious of that with everything that we put together, but we're still aware that like not everybody's in the best shape to like bring in all of these brand new teaching ideas. So a lot of it is about, just perseverance and like just trying to get through what we're doing. And we're trying to, I guess, acknowledge, what teachers are going through right now, help with the things that are causing the biggest struggles, but still give those new ideas, those supports that can help people right now, help people try and both improve their teaching when they can, where they can, and still trying to keep things interesting, I guess.
Right. I read, this is like a bummer, but I read this article recently that was like, Omicron means parents are doing it all again, except this time dead inside. It's like, wow. Like
that hurts, but it's true.
Yes. But I also think, like teachers are in that same boat, right? Like we keep thinking like this will be the last time we have to do this until it's the next time we have to do it. So I think another goal personally of mine is just to make it a super enjoyable day for teachers. Like whether or not you are ready to implement new teaching strategies right away, like I just want you to come and have fun and really enjoy the community and enjoy all of the presenters and laugh and win prizes. And I just want it to be sort of like a break in it's still relating to teaching, but it's going to be a lot more enjoyable than I think the classroom experience has been lately.
Yeah, for sure. And, I would say too, just thinking about advice for people who are coming for the first time or maybe haven't been for a while, like you said, just enjoy it. We do a ton of really fun things. We have the pre-conference planned again, which is going to be great. The evening before, for those of you that are unfamiliar, we play a lot of games. We dress up in ridiculous costumes. We do trivia. We have a lot of fun. It's always really enjoyable. So we would love to see people there. And then as we talked about, just both at the pre-conference and the conference itself, like embrace the community that's there. Like we have 15 presenters, but we have 1,500 art teachers that are there the day of the conference, all watching together. So, like you said, whether you're in a position to grab new ideas and implement new things, that's awesome. Or if you just want to commiserate about how teaching is going, you have people who know exactly what you're going through. Like it's what art teachers are doing right now. And, I say, just come be a part of it. Right. So, let me ask you, I'm just ranting about things, but like, what is your advice for people who haven't been to now before?
Yes. Well, I would say yes, definitely come to the pre-conference. So that's the night before the conference. I'm very excited about our plans for this year. I just got some costume choices in the mail. So I'm deciding on those, which is exciting. And then I would say just like get yourself set up for the conference. Like once it starts, it goes really fast. So if you got a swag box, get out your conference guide. If you didn't, you should download that ahead of time. It's also available digitally. That'll help sort of just guide you through the day, give you a landing place for your thoughts. And then also consider your physical setup. So like, are you watching from home? Do you have something to drink? Like I always need snacks nearby. Do you need headphones? Like, are you in a loud situation where you might need those to concentrate? And then I would just say the final thing I would say is, don't worry if you miss something because everything is available for a whole year after the day. So you can always go back. You can always catch things later if you need to.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's all really good advice. For those of us who have been to lots of conferences, for those people who have their snack plan and their visual journals ready to go, like what advice would you give them? Like people who have been to now a lot before, like how can they make the most of it?
Yes. So I would think about actually taking a planned break. So we have people, they always want to be there for the whole thing. Like
for 5 straight hours.
Yeah, they don't go to the bathroom and they don't go eat and they like ignore their basic human needs, which is like very flattering, honestly. But like, I promise it's okay if you step away. So I might say like, look at the schedule and choose a presentation that either maybe you're willing to miss live or a presentation that you really want to dig into, one that you think you might need to pause a bunch of times anyway, in either of those scenarios, and just save it for another time and just take a planned, 10 to 15 minute break. Like, go outside, breathe the fresh air. Like that would make Tim and I, who do have to sit, for the whole time, really happy if we knew people were doing that. And also like, if you haven't come to the pre-conference before, like that would be something fun to add this time. What about you?
Absolutely. No, I would just echo that. Like, you're not at school. This is not a teaching day. You can go to the bathroom when you want to, take breaks. We have a couple small breaks built in just because everybody needs to breathe a little bit. But yeah, don't be afraid to step away for a little while. The live presentations, the live interviews that we do, those are recorded. You can go back to them later. Everything is in the AfterPass. So don't feel bad about missing part of it. Because even the chat is like recorded and put up on the website later, so you can read through that later. Yes. So everything will be there. So please step away, take care of yourself. We'll still be there when you get back, and you're not going to miss anything. So I would just echo a lot of your sentiments. So and then every time we preview, Amanda, we talk about some of our favorite presentations, maybe not even favorite, just what we're most looking forward to. Yes. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I want you to go first. I'm curious about who you're excited to see.
Okay, so first of all, Alana Wilcox. She was on the podcast a couple weeks ago. She's fascinating, does all of this great stuff with fibers. If you missed that interview, as she said, she's got a black belt in spinning. I
Whoa.
don't know,
What does
some
that
sort
mean?
of, she's just very, very good at spinning, has put a ton of work into spinning and dyeing yarn. And she has some sort of like high level certification. I had never heard of it before. And then she talked about it as the black belt for like fiber artists.
Okay, I thought
This
you
is
were
really
talking
cool.
about Cycle Bar, and I thought, interesting, but how does that relate to content? This is making much more sense. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So
Yes.
no, we're not talking spinning in the sense of Peloton, in the sense of yarn. So, anyway, as I've talked about a lot, like fibers is a weak spot for me, something I don't know a ton about. So fascinated with all the cool things that Alana has done. And really looking forward to her presentation. She also has a second presentation in the Afterpass where she dives in talking about diving deep on something like half an hour on like, here's how you set up this lesson. Here's the materials you need. Here's how you present it to your students. Here's step by step. And so just really diving in on how to teach a portrait lesson through fibers. So anyway, she's got a lot of good stuff coming. Juana Meneses is going to do a really cool thing on creating zines and like drawing and creating a sense of place with your artwork, which I've been fascinated by her and her work ever since she was on the podcast last year. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what she has to say. And then Kyle Robertson is doing something on fashion shows, which I don't think we've ever covered
No, I don't
at
think
now
so.
before. So really looking forward to seeing what he has put together with fashion, which I think there's a lot of interest in. Like I said, we haven't dove in there a lot. So looking forward to that. So what about you?
Well, every time you ask me, I always say all of them, and that remains true. And then you always make me pick some. So I do have some to talk about. So one is Khadijah Latimer. She's doing something about Procreate, which is something that I personally would love to learn more about. I don't have an iPad. I might be the last person on the face of the earth. I don't know. But every time I see somebody digital drawing, I want one. Plus she is so fun to follow on social media. If you don't follow her, like, oh my gosh, she's a joy. So I'm super excited to see what she has for us. And then Christine Cusack is talking about de-escalating behavior, which I feel like is very relevant.
Yes.
And we're actually working with her to create some pro content right now. And Lindsay Moss, who is working with her, said she's already, like, just from reading her outline for the Pro Pack, Lindsay gleaned some tips and was able to de-escalate a student who usually is out of her room or, out of commission sort of for like 3 hours in 5 minutes.
Wow.
And she was like, there were things, Lindsay is a national board certified teacher who has been teaching for, 15 plus years and is one of the best educators I know. And she was like, just these small tweaks, like, made this huge impact. And that was one thing she read out of Chris's outline. So I'm very excited for teachers to hear from her and hear what she has to say about student behavior. And because, we know from the teachers that we know and love who are in the classroom, like, this is something that everybody is dealing with understandably right now. And then finally, our keynote, Dr. Dalton Smith, she's going to talk about rest and different types of rest. And when I first heard this concept, it was like radical to me. And it has honestly changed my life since I saw her speak about it somewhere else. And so again, if there's one thing teachers need right now, it's rest, but they can't always, maybe access the types of rest, or they may not even know what parts of them are tired. So she talks about, like, it's not just physical rest. It's not just getting enough sleep, although sure, that's important. It's like, do you need creative rest? Do you need mental rest? And anyway, I couldn't be more excited for teachers to hear her message, because I think it's really, really going to resonate with everybody this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you and I saw her together, and like, she answered the question that I didn't know I was asking, I guess. Just like, I'm getting plenty of sleep, but I still wake up tired.
Yes.
And like, why is that? And she explained that to me. And like you said, having those answers has really been a game changer for me. Like, she's not going to solve all the problems in your life, but she is going to give you some tips that can make things a lot better. Like you said, I think it's a message the teachers need to hear right now. So it's something to look forward to for everybody. But on that note, a lot of great stuff for everybody, and we're hoping that we will see you at Now on Saturday. So, Amanda, any closing thoughts, or do you just want to tell everybody to come to the conference?
Yeah, I think I just want to tell everybody to come to the conference. We're so excited to see you, to interact and chat with you. So, hope to see you there.
All right. Thanks, Amanda, and I will see you again on Saturday.
Sounds good. Bye.
I hope you can join us for the pre-conference on Friday for an evening of fun, and I hope you can join us Saturday for an incredible day of PD involving everything we just talked about, but so much more. Again, you can register through Friday on the AOEU website, and I hope we see you Saturday at the Now Conference. Art Ed Radio is produced by the Art of Education University with audio engineering from Michael Crocker. Thank you for listening. Hopefully we'll see you this weekend, and we will talk to you next week. And in the meantime, if you have a free minute, I will put a link in the show notes so you can explore the shoebill stork and see that just freak show of a bird that we are talking about.